We get a lot of questions about the background investigation. It's normal, especially if you haven't been through one before. In about 4 minutes, we'll tell you about the process, the questionnaire you'll need to complete, and what you can expect after submitting your questionnaire. The National Background Investigation Services Subject Portal is the federal government site used to gather information to conduct background investigations. It'll ask you to provide information about where you've lived, your education, and where you've worked, and contact information for people who can verify the information you provide. It also asks about things like foreign contacts, criminal history, and past drug use. The point is to verify whether you're a good fit for CBP. Taking a role here puts you in a position of trust and responsibility, and we need to make sure you're the kind of person who can handle that. We do a whole person analysis. That means we look at all aspects of who you are today and what your current and past behavior can tell us about whether you can be trusted with the kind of responsibility that positions at CBP require. If you've had a few traffic violations or misused a controlled substance once or twice several years ago, that'll be weighed against your behavior and conduct today. If you have a history of drug use or violating the law, that's a different story. There are a few rules that will eliminate you from consideration. But beyond that, every person is different, and we evaluate everyone on their own merits. So, here are 3 tips that everyone can use to complete their NBI questionnaire successfully. First, be honest. Integrity is a core value here at CBP. If you don't answer the questions honestly, that doesn't reflect well on your integrity. It's essential to be honest and upfront about everything. If there's something in your past that you feel could raise questions about your conduct and behavior, select the optional comment button and give us the background and full context. As we said, we do a whole person analysis, and we can only do that with your help. If something that you disclose does make you ineligible for employment, you may be able to reapply later. But if you conceal or omit something, our investigators will find it, and that could seriously jeopardize the possibility of you working for CBP. Next, be thorough. The questionnaire asks a lot of information. In fact, you may want to start gathering the required information before you apply. Read all instructions thoroughly and make sure you understand what you're being asked to provide. If you don't provide all the information that we ask for, we'll have to contact you and re-request the information you omitted. That means entering things like unknown or skipping residences or jobs within the required time period will lengthen the time it takes to process your application. If you really get stuck, use the optional comment button to explain why you're missing information or contact your case manager for help. Providing all the required information the first time really helps your application move as quickly as possible, and it reflects well on you as a candidate. Last but not least, don't be intimidated. We know that no one's perfect. The purpose of the background investigation is not to make sure we only hire perfect people. Just answer honestly, be thorough, and remember that the goal of this process is to demonstrate whether you'd be suitable for federal employment based on your past behavior and the sum total of who you are today. After you submit your questionnaire, our team will review it for completeness. If everything looks good, we'll forward it to the Office of Professional Responsibility, the office that will conduct your background investigation. The background investigation is a particularly important step in your hiring process, so it's a good idea to gather the information you'll need to complete it as soon as possible and to be very thorough when completing it. And remember, CBP is here to help. Use this video and the materials on our website as a guide to gather the necessary information and complete your questionnaire. But if you get stuck or have a particularly difficult question, you can contact your case manager for help. To learn more about the background investigation and the questionnaire, check out the resources on our website at careers.cbp.gov/s/e-QIP and careers.cbp.gov/s/BI. If you're interested in applying, join our talent network to learn more, or head to careers.cbp.gov/s/search-careers to start your application.